is this? Causing a stir. Johnston walks past a cafe without a shirt on. Okay, yeah, and then here it's about the video, I suppose. Yeah. They drove her to a police station where she was held for around an hour before being released without charge. The cop who arrested me said it could be considered endangering the children, but he said he didn't personally think so. That's a thing, isn't it? I don't really know what to say about this thing. Like, is it a good idea to walk around topless? Is it a bad idea? Because I guess it's because of the social indoctrination in our lives that it's supposed to be covered up. Yeah. But it wouldn't necessarily harm anyone if it wasn't.
So this police officer was actually so thoroughly indoctrinated that he actually, on instinct, arrested her without
for indecent exposure. But I think he might not have known about it.
Yeah, he might not have known about it.
Let's see here. Johnston said the arrest hadn't put her off her mission. She has been strolling around the city without a shirt on for 2 weeks and said she has no plans to change. Oh, I know what I'm up to, so I don't mind that kind of sacrifice. It's about equality, she said. Going topless in New York City has been legal since 1992, but it is not accepted by all. Johnston said she likes doing yoga without a shirt on, but some people get offended. Well, that's the major issue, isn't it?
Yeah, they get.
How many people do you offend with that?
And man, I want to go to New York City right now. Topless yoga people, random strolling.
I guess yoga isn't in public, though.
Yeah, but I can just run into a random, yoga class and like, oh, this isn't where I park my car, and like see a whole bunch of topless people. Just like, not people, but women, though. I guess men too, but I don't want to see that.
Not people, but women, though. You're saying that women aren't people?
I guess not. No, not people in general. I'm trolling you. I said not like people in general, but I would like to see female topless people.
I get it, man. Yeah, and what is it here? Every year in August, breast-bearing women take to the streets to flaunt their assets for International Go Topless Day. It's like a gay pride parade. Like, you're supposed to come out for that. It's supposed to be an acceptable thing to do. To bare your chest.
Yeah. So, what date is this?
Like a month ago.
Yeah, but what date is it, though, so I can go to it next year?
Oh, I think that's every year in August, apparently.
Every year in August? Oh, that's good. But really, though, I mean, I'm not bringing this up because I want to see topless chicks in the street all day long. I mean, sure, it would be cool, but it would fade out, Eventually, breasts wouldn't be as sensual as they are now, and
yeah, I don't be as exciting.
I don't see the reason why they should be even. I mean, when you get to second base, in a relationship or whatever, it's like, man, I gotta touch your breasts. It's like, after a while, you take it for granted, anyways.
Yeah, and I guess if you go through your life and you've touched a couple of breasts, you've been with a couple of girls, some people are like that, and then it just becomes a bit boring for you. It becomes like a thrill you no longer need to seek because you've already had that a couple of times. And then I guess it becomes having sex or just having a lot of relationships with a lot of girls. Everything becomes boring if you do it a lot. But I don't think this is going to become boring very soon.
No, me neither. Though, but would that mean that it is not sexual harassment to touch them, or? Like in a sensual way or something, but I don't know if women are allowed to touch the chest of men.
Well, you can't just randomly start feeling up a stranger.
But no, I guess
if a hot woman starts feeling up a guy, they wouldn't mind, really. Unless their girlfriend was standing next to them.
Yeah, okay, yeah, obviously. But I don't know any men that would file a report if someone groped them.
I'm not sure about that, but yeah. And here's something interesting. It's a different story, a whole different story that I'd love to have your opinion on. It's posted by New York Daily News on NewYorkDailyNews.com. It's in the sports section for some reason. Euro 2012 protests. Feminist activists go topless for women's rights. Now, I would like to point out how different that is from the woman who goes topless in New York City, because she was just going for, okay, it's totally acceptable for women to be topless here where men are also allowed to be topless. Yeah. But here is Euro 2012 protests. I'm going to read it to you. Members of the Ukrainian feminist group Femin are dropping their tops in order to get something off their chests. Holy shit. Is
Oh,
every
man, that's
article
fun.
going to come up with a fucking stupid pun like that?
I don't know.
On June 8th, 2012, so this is like not even a month ago,
Yeah.
Femin activists flooded the national stadium in Warsaw, Poland, in protest on the first day of Euro 2012 championship. The activists are hoping to shed light on prostitution and the Ukrainian sex trade crisis while hundreds of thousands of soccer fans are watching. See more people who protest without their clothes on. And I'm going to send you the link to show you what they look like. And by the
Okay.
way, I'm not being like they are super attractive, but like what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're like standing there, only their pants on. They have
Oh yeah, female
flowers in their hair, and they have fire extinguishers on them for some reason to attract people to look at them, I suppose.
So
assume.
even if anyone wonders, the tits are black boxed, so it's not like
Yeah.
you're watching porn or anything.
No. This is actually from a news page. I'm going to put these.
And there's a dude. I like how there's a dude in the background snapping a pic with his phone.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole bunch of other guys like, yeah, man, like tapping on his shoulder and shit. That's
and
like,
there's a woman right next to it who's
Yeah.
amusingly enough not looking at them. Or maybe there are some off the shot, but yeah.
yeah, it looks like she's uninterested in it.
She has like a Euro 2012 jester hat on. and
Wait,
shit.
does it say fuck Euro 2012? I can only see CK on the blonde girl.
Yeah, it is fuck. Look at it.
It is?
It is. The U is in white and the F is in black.
Oh yeah, I
That's
thought it
fuck
was a
Euro
bra.
2012.
I thought it was a bra, but they don't wear bras.
It's like it's just braless straps.
Yeah,
just the straps.
Strapless dress. What are my dressless straps?
Come on. Well, this is quite interesting. How it differs, but they still want to. Well, this is not even for breasts or anything, but they
It's
walk.
just for provocative reasons. I mean, they just walk topless to provoke people or to get attention. It's not because they wanted to symbolize that we can do this. It's because they wanted to get attention from men to the feminist activist group, which is it to some degree exploiting to me.
Yeah, I don't think that's okay. You can't use your body, expose your body to get attention on no matter what it is. Like it's obviously a good thing if you want to put attention to prostitution in your country or Ukrainian sex trade crisis of where hundreds of thousands. Yeah, okay, like that's okay if you want to do that, but don't use your body. Just the fire extinguishers are pretty much enough, and wear like a shirt that says do something about this or whatever. Just make a fancy wagon and drive around, and well, you're probably going to get arrested for that as well, but still.
Yeah, but using your body, that brings us back to sexual object. If breasts were female breasts, that is, were accepted 100 years ago, you could walk around topless as a male and female alike without any consequences or whatever. People wouldn't do this. They wouldn't protest with by exposing their breasts, and we wouldn't be having this discussion. And
because it wouldn't be important enough. Yeah,
it wouldn't be important enough. And people trying to make points that are completely irrelevant to breasts.
Yeah,
that makes
and do you
their
think
argument invalid?
Do you think these women could be Moira Johnston's opponents or something, or do you think they could be, as it were, enemies? Because because of what they're doing. Because Moira is obviously representing it's okay for women to be topless where men are. Like, at least in New York, but she's trying to represent it should be okay. And these women are doing completely the opposite.
Yeah, they're doing
while doing physically the same thing.
Yeah,
but it's just for different reasons. Which is, do you think they would be enemies of each other, as it were, goal-wise?
As you're putting it right now, I'm actually considering it, and yes, the mental debate I had in my own head said that this could actually, I mean, not if they're not direct enemies, that they don't know about her, she doesn't know about them. It's like they could be, indirect, like they represent two totally, completely opposite things.
I'd like to get opinions from other people about this because it's a nice and interesting topic.
And do you guys that listen to this want that females can stroll around topless just because you want to see boobies, or do you want it because it's equality? Everyone's got to be equal. And if anything, I think they should illegalize being topless for men too.